I'm governor of Louisiana. And he said, I would love, I didn't call him, he called me. He's very proactive. He's a great guy. He's a deal guy. He's a deal maker type guy.
You heard it there. President Donald Trump now says that Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry pitched himself for the job as special envoy to Greenland. That's just hours after the governor said Trump himself asked him for help. But questions about balancing the two jobs remain. WDSU's Jonah Gilmore is live to break down the duties. And Jonah, you're hearing chatter about a law the governor could possibly be breaking here.
Yeah, Sella, that law prohibits elected officials from serving in multiple roles, but the governor is calling this a volunteer job he says was given to him by the president.
And all we're going to do is go have us a great conversation with those folks in Greenland.
Questions swirling after President Donald Trump appointed Governor Jeff Landry as a special envoy to Greenland, a role focused on negotiations and promoting the president's policy goals.
The president said, you know what? You went to Korea one time and came back with a steel mill. Could you go to Greenland and talk to them?
Landry's appointment has sparked discussion about Louisiana's dual office holding law.
It's kind of a twofold issue here.
A law that generally prohibits elected officials from holding multiple public positions at the same time.
We've been following Louisiana politics for over 30 years, and we haven't seen anything like this.
The governor says the position is on a volunteer basis, and according to elected officials, if Landry is breaking a law, it'll be revealed.
I've gotten calls from over 100 people stating, state statute, and I'm sure y'all have looked at all that too.
A special envoy is someone the president picks to handle a specific diplomatic job or represent the country on a certain issue or region. According to Ballotpedia, Landry is the 9th person appointed to an envoy role in the president's second term.
It's between him and the people of Louisiana that elected him, and whether they feel he can do both.
Leaders of Greenland and Denmark say Trump's attempt to acquire the island is disrespectful, saying, quote, you cannot annex another country, not even with an argument about international security.
Even though there's international outcry, I think he'll probably just ignore that and just do what the president wants him to do.
And in that video the governor posted to show social media, he did not address the law that many people are discussing right now. Right now, it's also unclear on if and when the governor will travel to Greenland. Reporting live here in New Orleans, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.
Jonah, thanks. And the president says Greenland is important to U.S. national security. Greenland is a Danish territory. Denmark is part of NATO.